I know that's right. Big. Girl, bye. Shut up. I know you lying. Wait. What? Say what now? Ain't no way. It's just not giving what it was supposed to have gave. My man. Yes, honey. You're giving me life. Oh, you did that. Oh, good peoples. It's your girl, Ms.Kecia, with a little chat and chew for you. So tonight, I have a special surprise for y'all. My favorite millenniums will be here. But before we get started, let me do my disclaimer. All right? All thoughts, opinions that are shared on my show by myself and my guests are that of ours. It is not intended to change your mind on any topic. So let's all be respectful and agree to disagree if there's ever a disagreement. So back to the battle of the eras, you guys. And last week we talked to Generation X, which was my generation, and we brought out some different things that we do from our parents, some of the things that we took on from our parents and just made it our own. And we talked about growing up as a Generation X versus a baby boomer, the things that we were able to bring to the generation, to the world, to make it better, add to it, and the differences within the generation. So tonight, we're going to have that same topic with the millenniums. So tonight, I have my favorite millenniums on the show tonight, my kids, Dominique and my grandbaby. Y'all see my grandbaby? Hey, thank a butt. All right. And so we have my daughter Dominique and my son Dante, all the way from Hawaii. All right, you guys. Y'all know that I told y'all that we've been talking about the difference in the generation. Last week we talked about our generation. So this week we're going to talk about your generation. So let's start off with what do you think that growing up as a Generation Y with a Generation X parent, what do you think, looking back now, seeing it, that we could have done different as Generation X parents that we may have taken from like your grandparents?
Being emotionally available.
Okay, that's an excellent start, Dominique.
Being emotionally available.
So do you think as a Generation X that we were not as emotionally available to our wires?
Well, what does wires mean?
Generation Y. You are Generation Y, Lord.
Oh, I thought you said wires.
Yeah, the generational wires. The millenniums. How about this? The millenniums.
Do you using other words?
Okay, all right. Okay, baby. Refocus. Okay. Now, do you think
regular words?
What you're basically saying is, y'all got I told y'all. Now, act like you got some common sense. Okay. Do you think that us as parents, the generational Xers, do you think that we were more emotionally detached?
Yeah, it was more of a just, hey, get over it, bro. Keep it pushing.
Yeah. So what does mean? I needed some substance.
Okay, do you want it to go from my point of view or?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Okay, I think parents were unemotionally there for their children because y'all were raised to be quiet, especially in our, not even just our generation, but in our race alone. In African Americans, y'all were taught to deal with things, don't talk about things, push it aside, and keep going. Mm-hmm. So I believe that's where it came in, with parents were not emotionally there for their children, because with y'all, right, y'all were taught, especially in the South, we're taught not to talk about certain things. Like, right, keep things to yourself. What goes on in this house stays in this house. And I think that statement has a negative and a positive effect. And it's just you just never know.
I got it. And that's an excellent point, because that is true. One thing that was, you're right, from the baby boomers and my generation, because we were taught you don't, sit in adults' conversation, and you don't listen at adults' conversation, and whatever happened, we'll take care of it right here in our family, or whatever you hear or see in this house, you do not take it outside of this house. And I do see you have a very valid point to say that in your generation, that us as generational Xers, we were, we tried to instill those same things. And I think a part of it could be that we were trying to protect y'all when it didn't work out that way. So, okay, I get it. I definitely see that. So, Dominique, I'll ask you, what is one thing that you do now as a parent, as a millennium, to change that, so that whole thing won't even be a negative part when raising Journey?
I let Journey, I teach her that whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want, tell mommy. Like, I make myself available for her in physical, emotional, financial, whatever way it is. I make myself available for my child.
So you're not saying that you don't think that we weren't available. We just chose not to make ourselves available for certain things.
Yes.
Okay, got it. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So, Dante, we need you to participate in the conversation.
This man is over here watching TV.
Oh my gosh.
Especially if we show him a naked bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's go on to the next topic.
She said, "Hey, Uncle Tay Tay."
Hey, Stinker.
Tay Tay.
Wow.
Hey, Stinker.
Okay, let's go on to the next topic. All right. Now, when it comes to being prepared for adulthood, do you really think you were prepared to a degree? Do you think that you were prepared? And tell me why you think you were prepared.
You taught me how to survive.
Okay, all right. And I need you to a little bit more substance, baby. A little bit more substance.
Okay, you basically taught me, like, get out here, get it, because ain't nobody else gonna help you get it. That's what I mean. Like, I was prepared for life because you always raised me basically, like, from a child. You raised me how to take care of myself and to take care of my brother. So I always knew, like, wherever I'm at, I'm gonna be okay, because that's what you taught me. You taught me how to basically to survive.
Now, do you think when you look at your peers, do you think a lot of them have that same mentality? If I was to ask them that question, they would see that. In other words, do you see more of your peers feeling that way, or less of your peers feeling that way?
I try not to concern myself with other people's livelihoods.
Okay, all right, but we're the point of the podcast is to see where the breakdown is.
I mean, I guess they.
What do you say, Dante? Do you think that people your age are as mature as you are, or their outlook on life? Because you and Dominique are y'all are a rarity at y'all age to be, so responsible. And Dominique explained why y'all like that. So what I'm asking now is, do you see that a lot of your peers are on the same wavelength as you, or like you may be a little bit more mature than they are?
I mean, I have a few people that are, I say the same as me, but I have a few that just, for me, when it comes to life, like, you taught me longevity is more than just getting money quick. A lot of people in our generation now are just more on the fast money train and just trying to get some money, just trying to get money in their pocket. But it's like, I feel like it's more than that in life than just having just to say you got money. Like,
right,
you're gonna have money in like 10, 15 years from now when you really have kids and you really gotta take care of some kids, or they gotta put them through college. Are you gonna have the stability to do that? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like a lot of kids are at me and my sister age now.
Yeah,
like,
they so busy trying to chase a bag.
Yeah, they don't focus on Yeah, and focus
I
on the
think
bigger
everyone
picture of
really
life.
should just like. I think it's important for us to have money, but I think it's also important that the only thing, if we leave this earth, only thing people can say is like, yeah, we hustle. Like, I don't want to be known for that. Like, I want to be known for like who I am. Like, I'm a good person. I'm a loving person. I'm this. I don't want to be known like, yeah, she was working her ass off to do this and that third. She was I don't want to be known as that. Like,
I got you.
Because it's good to be after a bag, but you want to have more than just the bag. Like,
Right.
I always try to tell my friends, like, enjoy life. Enjoy life.
So do you think that well, I know you just said that you see in within your generation that a lot of people are looking for the microwave wave to wealth or riches, so to speak. So do you think that a lot of people your age don't have that when it comes to building a career, or do you think you find that within your age group that there are more people doing that, or is it more people focused towards what can I do to get money quick?
I think you have a good amount. Like, some are doing it, let me see how I get some money, and some people are doing it like, let me do it the right way.
Okay, I got
It just depends on
It depends on the
it all
person.
depends on their upbringing. And then you can have somebody who came from a bad upbringing who want to do the right thing, or you can have somebody from a good upbringing trying to do it the bad way. We can name two people off the top of our heads that we won't say who did that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's really on you.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Do you really think that it's on the person to make the decision? Like, my mom and dad, this is what they taught me.
Yeah.
So this
because
is the
you
path
taught
I'm
me
going
and
to take.
Dante like the streets ain't it, but we could have always, because we went to public school when we moved to Fayetteville, we always went to the Army school. When you put us in, I hate to say it, but like with
I tried that already.
kids, and we could have did what all those other kids.
I tried that. It don't go. I tried that.
Was doing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
didn't know about teen pregnancy until I went to school off base. I didn't know about people actually sat on the bus and smoke. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that, but we could have did those things, but we didn't. All my friends tell you, I ain't doing that. My mama did, but I could have done it.
Not my boy.
Yeah, Dante. So Dante, tell us about your experience. What are you leading to by saying that?
Basically, like, I took my mom showed me the ways, but it was just like, being the youngest, being the only boy in the house, it's like maybe there's something else out there that I need to explore and need to figure out. So I just did my own thing, especially when we got the overhills, and then when I went to Palm Forest, that's when it really just went get kind of nuts. Like, I just kind of wanted to explore the other life that you was trying to hide from me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wasn't trying to hide anything, but okay.
Well, whatever. Like, I just wanted to see what the other side of the world looked like. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really treat me well, but I experienced it. You know what I'm saying? It was something that I felt like it's something that it was supposed to happen in my life. So I'm not ashamed of it, but it happened. Right. But I just feel like, it's all about the person. Because, like Dominique said, I got friends that still do the same shit that we did in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, we about to be 25. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to. Some of them ain't even got their credit score. They probably don't even know what their credit score is. You know what I'm saying? Right. They ain't got nothing to their name. They ain't got, you know what I'm saying? They just got that. All they got is some money. That's all you got. What else you got? You know what I'm saying? What else are you offering? You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, let's go on to the next topic. All right, this is the next topic. Since Dante brought up, your credit score, talk to me about that. Talk to me about how important finances is when it comes to your generation and you, and the things that you've learned, the things that the tools that you were given, and the choices that you made, how you learned from them. Tell me about that.
I don't care what nobody say. I better listen to your parents, okay? All right.
Yeah. That part.
Listen to your goddamn parents. They know what they talking about.
Because you taught us the importance of, like, money, like, finances, credit, all that.
Yeah.
We didn't. I know I didn't.
I damn sure did it.
You remember when you scared me and said, like, don't have sex, and you scared me, like, Yeah.
We're not talking about sex right now, Dominic.
No, I'm just saying, like, you did. I was scared. I was scared. I was scared. I was like, I was the scary one. Dante wasn't. Dante was like,
okay, all right. So you feel like he was properly prepared. So why didn't you?
Because, like you said, you gotta experience.
We wanted to take the
experience.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to understand why you didn't do what I said.
Mom, you gotta. We're still human. Like you still gotta experience life on your own. Like
now we understand the importance of it because my credit is fucked up. That's why I understand it now. Because I want to get a bigger car, but I can't because my credit ain't as good as when I got the first car. So now we understand it. And I believe that children, I believe that so many parents try to shelter their kids so much and try to like keep a microscope over their children even when they get older. So I think I appreciate that you did not keep a microscope over us so much to the point where we did not get to experience that, because I never experienced, failing in adult life. Now I don't want to say like I was failing, but I did do some wrong things.
You made some different,
I made some decisions I probably would not have ever learned.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I'm appreciative that I did get to the point where I'm at now, because now I understand the importance to keep it once I get it back there.
So let me ask you this. I know y'all know some people from the generation behind y'all. These people are probably like 18, 19, 20 years old. Do you think that these people are financially... Huh?
I thought they would be in our generation.
No, they're not going to be in your generation. Honestly, Dante is not a millennium because he was born in 97.
Yes, I am a millennium.
Okay, if you say so.
90. It's 99.
96. It's not. It's
no,
96.
It's the 99. Google
96.
It. I'm telling you.
Okay. So I mean, after generation, like 18, 19, 20, do you think that...
I'm nowhere near any of those ages.
Huh?
I'm nowhere near any of those ages.
Listen, would you be quiet? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. How about that? That's better. You know,
I know you just so like specific about everything. Sis.
I know, right? Let's get yourself together. Okay, being in the military, Dante, do you see young privates coming in? Do you think that they have been prepared from what you see? Do you see a good?
I think they're very fucking stupid.
Okay,
very, very fucking stupid. But
you told me I wasn't allowed to cuss, and you're saying the F word.
I think they're very stupid. Like, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of kids, like, from that age, from like 21 and younger, like, their mindsets just aren't like where our mindset, me and my sister's mindset was at 21. Like, at 21, I was thinking about, like, why am I not at this point? Why am I not in the military? Why am I not?
Well, at 21, I actually was getting ready to give birth. Yeah, I got pregnant.
Yeah, so your mindset was definitely different.
So my mindset was not there because I got pregnant in Atlanta. So
yeah, it's just like the kids now. Like the kids now, I don't really know what their mindset is. Like I don't know. Like they're just.
What do you think? They don't have any drive or?
Like, yeah, they don't have no. Like a lot of them just don't have any freaking ambition. Like they just here. Like they just here. Like, what do you want doing? Like, I don't know. Like, why are you in the military? I wanted some money. Well, first of all, that's the wrong reason to join the goddamn military. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, what are like when you ask when I ask soldiers at the young age, like, why you joining the military? I don't know. I just want to do some cool shit. Like,
So what do you do as a squad leader? Since you're now in a squad leader's position, you're in a leadership position. How do you kind of
I make them think. I make them like figure themselves out. Like you're not a kid no more. You know what I'm saying? Like you're out on your own. You know what I'm saying? This like, and when you join the military, like you get through basic like, and you go to your first duty station, you are now on your own. Like
right. You're
like,
no longer a kid.
Like you're no longer a kid. You need to have goals. You need to have ambition. You need to have a drive. You need to have a list of things that you want to do, you want to accomplish, not even in just your military life, but that's going to set you up outside your military life. Like I tell everybody, everybody they want to, they join the military. They think it's what it's not, and then they join and they see. Like I tell everybody, military's not a bad job. It's easy as all get out. It's the people. They don't realize that people in the military, the old heads in the military that's been in longer than us, like the E5s, like some of them just, riding the rest of their years out trying to get out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some of them don't really some of them don't really put the effort into, getting to know these young soldiers that are joining and have looked up to y'all because y'all been in for so long, but y'all not. Yeah, they get in, they see how y'all treat them and how y'all act around them, and then you got E67 talking about the soldiers behind their back. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting around. And it's just like nobody's trying to push them to be better. Like nobody's pushing for you to be better. Like go get it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wherever you are is where you are. Like your position, you need to stay in your position. You need to put. Then nobody wants to teach them being a squad leader or being an E5, like learning those type of things. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to teach them like what they know. Like as me as a squad leader, I'm gonna teach I'm gonna teach you what you didn't know for your next few ranks, not the rank that you are now, because you're gonna be that rank for just a few, like not that long when you first enlist. You're gonna like your first 2 years, you're gonna be an E4 you could be an E4 by the end of your 2 years. Like just like I was. Like you gotta know stuff when you get there. You can't act like no private when you get the shield on your chest. Like people, you gotta step up. And some of them just have no goals. Like they have no goals. They just here. Like some of them, like it's like.
So Dominique, let me get Dominique to chime in. So Dominique, what would you say from a different standpoint? Let's go to your career. Do you see some of the same thing? Who's typing? Who's typing? Are you typing, Dominique?
No, I'm not.
Where's Journey? Oh, okay. So do you see, some of what Dante was saying? Do you see that same thing in your career?
Well, my career is just now getting a bunch of young people, which is good. I think in my career, having young people come into my job field is great. And honestly, I think it's intimidating the old people.
I think it's good. I think it's good at Dominique's career that younger people are doing it too.
A lot of younger people, and it's what I really am thankful for. It's a lot of males wanting to be teachers now. Like it's a lot of young Black males who want to be teachers, and I think it's good because one, teaching is a predominantly female field. Not only now is it changing to being young females, young Black females, young Black males. And I think in my field, we're going to be the change.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you think about it, it starts with y'all though. Like
right. Because truly it does start because when you think about
that when we was in school,
most of their day and most of
at
their
school,
time
right?
With us. Yeah. And even only time that they're really with their parents is the summertime.
Right.
Monday through Friday, 8 to 2. Sometimes if they're going for after school, like at my place, we have after school. They're with us from 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock at night, Monday through Friday.
Well, Dominique, not to cut you off, but let's go back to, I want to address something you said in the beginning. When you said you feel like the younger generation, your generation that's coming into the education field, that you felt like it could be intimidating for teachers.
Yeah, because with the people that's been there longer, who's been doing it longer than us, like the people who are in their 40s or their 50s, they've been doing it one way for so long. Those people have been doing it since they were our age. So they've been doing it their way for so long. Now it's different teaching skills, it's different communication skills. It's a whole bunch of different things that we can do with our kids. We know, like you see on TikTok, like TikTok is a big platform where teachers are going on there showing different styles of teaching, which is great because that's what we need. We need to bring, like we said, they're with us all day long. We are their parents as well. So, I mean, I do think it's intimidating because the generation before us, like I said, y'all don't want to talk about important stuff. We do. We know how mental health is important, and it's important to also talk about and bring awareness. back then when I was in school,
You're
nobody
right.
was talking about
You're
mental
right.
health.
Right.
Now, everybody's talking about mental health. Everybody's bringing awareness to mental health. Everybody wants to make sure everyone is doing okay. And that's important. It's okay to talk about your feelings. It's okay. Bless you, baby. It's
Let's
okay.
just thank her.
Bless you, girl. It's probably all the makeup you done sat there and put on your face. Her whole face is gone. But that's what we're talking about now.
Not
Like, I will
yeah.
sit and actually talk, even though I work with pre-K and kindergarten kids, I will talk
Hey.
to my children because I just had a little girl tell me, like, my mommy doesn't talk to me. That's why I'm bad. Like, they
Oh,
act out, and early childhood is the most important part of your
yeah.
child's
Those
education
are
because
the building
that's where
blocks.
it
Yeah.
starts at.
Right.
So if we get people to go to school for early childhood, to go to school for elementary ed, those are good. That's good.
But
I think in my
big,
field, it's good that we're having more younger people come in. I think it's amazing because it can stop the suicide rate, it can stop the school shooting rates, it can stop bullying, it can stop so much because y'all were told to hush. So when you
Yeah.
see the older people probably see kids bullying, it's like, going back to class. But now you want
Right.
to sit them two down and you want to have a conversation with those two
Yeah.
kids to
Yeah.
figure out what is the issue. And that is what's going on now. So I
Yeah.
think it's amazing that in my field that I work in, a lot of young people are coming, especially males, because males don't do drama like women do.
Right. Right. I think those are
absolutely.
excellent
But it's
So,
points.
just
Excellent points. Go ahead, Dante.
but
Add your
but
part.
even with Don, like to pick up with Don, it's the same thing with the army. Like
Mhm.
you got so many old heads in the army that's so used to doing it the old way, but the army's not the same. Like when you was in, you still got people that's in now
Right.
that's up there in rank, and they still think the army works that way. And you
Right.
got like they don't talk about mental health in the army a lot. If y'all see what I posted
I know. I
plenty of
remember
times
seeing that.
about
Yeah.
suicide in the army, but nobody ever talks about these soldiers killing themselves or how high the army is on suicide. Because
Right.
most of these people, they go to work and they go through all this bullshit at work, and then you want them to go to the field, and then when they come back from the field, you want them to keep going through some more bullshit. Like
Right.
you don't. I was actually talking to a buddy the other day. I was like, they don't ever give us time to digress. Like when we
Right.
got back from the Philippines, like I'm deployed, so I know the whole feeling. Like the guys out here, they don't deploy. They don't go to combat zones. They just go on rotations, just do training events, just like basically JRTC in another country. And they was like, right before we left, our BC was talking, and he was just like, don't drink, don't beat your wife, the basic stuff they give you safety briefs on. But nobody brought up that some of these kids could go back and kill themselves. You never know because
Right.
y'all want us to,
Right.
we going back and y'all put most of these kids straight in the EIB. You ain't
Yeah.
giving them no days off. You ain't
Yeah.
giving them no time to go see their family. You don't give them no time just to digress from being in a second world country, eating MREs and training their asses off, working hard. You don't give them time to digress, and then you put them back and you make them go to EIB. It's just like you got to give these young people who are young people. The people behind us are very emotional. They're
Yeah,
very
they're
emotional.
way more sensitive. They're way more. I would agree with you there.
they're
They're way more sensitive
they're way
than
more
our generation or y'all generation.
yeah,
Yeah, the
way
Z, they
way
are
more.
way more
and
sensitive.
they will some of them will express that and like being military. It's all about the rank. Some of these E6s, E7s is all about the rank. But it's like sometimes you gotta take that junk off and actually listen to what this private or this E4 or this E3 is saying to you.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
he could really be telling you something that you could help him with, but you're
Right,
not trying to hear that because he got that rank on his chest. It's like
right,
put that aside and be there for that soldier. You know what I'm saying? Because you
right,
got soldiers that come in the army that have gone through things in their past life.
right,
You know what I'm saying? They get in the infantry and they think like, because it's infantry that we're just a big brotherhood. So they get in there thinking like,
mhm,
oh, I'm gonna have brothers that I can have a lifetime. But then they get in, it's not like that. You
right,
got some people just trying to chase a rank, or some people just worried about their own self. You don't
right,
really have too many people like checking up on soldiers. Like a lot of my soldiers that are under me, they come to me and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my
mhm,
soldiers, they rather come talk to me before they go talk to their own squad leaders. They come talk
right,
because
it's
it's
you over
like
here
at the end of the
looking at
day,
my prayers
because
for me
at the
killing
end of the day,
myself.
when I take this uniform off, we all the same people. You know what I'm
right.
saying? We all
This
go
is
through
my
stuff.
prayer book.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good.
We all have problems. We all have issues, and we all need somebody to talk to. Like, we all
Right.
need. Because trust me, I've been through that. You know what I'm saying? After the point, I've been through that, and I had homies that were there for me. You know, I had E5s that were there for me. You know what I'm saying? To talk to me and keep my mind right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not keep my mind just going. So
Right.
it's
Okay,
just
so
mental health.
go ahead, Dante. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say mental health. I think for our next generation, even as black men, I think as black men we need to be more, because so many years back they was just like, oh, y'all just supposed to get over that shit and keep it
Right.
fucking pushing.
Right.
Like, no, man, if you got a problem, talk to somebody, bro.
Right.
Don't let that shit build up, and don't sit back and just run through your thoughts.
Right.
Like, I think every man should be able to express himself and not be judged. You know what I'm saying? Not be judged by a woman, or be called soft, be called a bitch, be called any of that because he wants to express the way that he feels. I feel like it should be okay for a man to express how he feels.
Right. And I think that goes back to a lot of what Dominique was saying, from our generation to the next generations, because that wasn't something that it was something that was frowned upon, because you were seen as weak or whatever if you was a man and you did express your emotions. And so now my generation, a lot of us are going through that transition to where we're able to come out and be a little bit more open and be a little bit more vocal about our emotions, which in line is helping everybody that come behind us, which also maybe have contributed to why the Zers seem to be a little bit more sensitive than any generation, prior.
What generation is Z again?
The one behind
the ones
you,
after us.
baby. Yeah.
Okay.
The kids just getting out of high school, the ones that are still in college.
Or they still in high school. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So let's go into the next topic. The next topic here is, do you think that, like, for us, it was pushed on that you needed to go to college if you want to succeed, and a high school
Yes. Yes.
No.
Okay, not for you, Dante, but mom made it very clear. You going to college?
Well, no, yeah. No, I'm saying, like, for kids now, like, you don't have to.
Oh, yeah,
I preach now. If you don't want to go to college, go to HVAC. Go get if you're male and you don't want to go to college, go get a trade.
But I think it's important that we still want children to go to college. I don't want you to say, like, if you don't want to go, don't go.
No, if you want to. Don't force them to go to college, because
I'm not saying don't force them to go.
It's an option. It's an option.
Like, my child has 3 options. My child,
oh yeah, she do.
She got 3 options. She either going to college, she gonna get a trade, or she gonna put some boots on.
What?
Oh, she is not putting no boots on.
3 options.
Mm-mm. She is not putting no boots on.
Or some boots.
She's not putting no boots on. I'm gonna tell you that right
now.
now.
We didn't make you put on boots.
My thinker butt is not putting on. We didn't make you put on boots. You and my baby ain't putting
You're
on
very
boots.
successful.
I'm different. The boots would have never worked for me because
and they're not gonna work for her.
No,
they put my baby.
So Dominic, you
for me.
feel like
they might work for my baby girl though.
So Dominic, you feel like you was pushed into going to college because of the way that I was, my mindset, because of the way I was taught?
It was no other option.
Okay, we can sing together, but we cannot talk together.
You told me you're going to college.
Yeah, it was not because you wasn't letting Dominique join the army.
Yeah, I wasn't.
No, okay. Let's just pause there. Pause, because I'm a grown woman.
Because I knew that my precious little angel.
I just knew the army wasn't for me because
it wasn't for you.
Yeah, I'm not about to have nobody yelling in my face telling me what to do.
I
can do what I want in my career,
and it's okay though. It's okay, like you said.
If I don't want to go to work, I don't got to go to work.
Okay. Well, then you ain't gonna get paid.
No, yes, I am. If I got the time, I'm gonna use the time.
Yeah, okay, so we have established the differences, and let's talk about this.
Why won't we talk about something fun? Like dating or something.
That's what I was getting ready to start talking about.
I don't want to talk about that.
I
don't want to talk about that.
Do y'all think with y'all generation, like, what is your biggest gripe?
Everybody is too in tune in what a celebrity's relationship is like, and that's how they want their relationship to be like. They don't, man, like.
Come on,
that's because Dante Oh, you want me to say it, bro? You want me to say it? You
Come
want me
on,
to
tell
say
me.
it?
I don't
Okay,
even care, bro.
that's because Date like.
What
What is that?
I don't know if
What
I
I
can
like?
say it on the podcast. Can I say it on the
You
podcast?
finna, if you, what the hell you finna
He
say
don't
now?
like this. He don't like this.
I love talking to women. What you talking about? Don't you ever disrespect me like that again in your life.
Okay, all right.
I love
He
talking to
does.
women.
He
Dante does.
need to get him
I
a
know I need a
real.
chocolate.
I keep
know I
telling
need
him he need to get him a real black girl.
Wait a minute. Time out. Break.
Wait, we can't do
It's
that now.
all
Okay,
different
you can't do that.
nationalities in
Yeah,
your
you
age
can't do
group.
that because you got to realize that's what's wrong with our people, our black people now.
I just feel like
no,
when it comes to
Let
my
Dante
brother,
talk, Dominique. Let him have the mic.
No, listen. That's what black women need to stop that because so
What?
it's okay. So it's okay for a black woman to go out here and marry a white man because he got good credit, he got good money, and all that other shit.
I didn't say that.
And she don't want to
I
be.
didn't say
She don't
that.
want to be with a black man because we gotta go through shit to get to where we need to fucking go because we gotta work 10 times harder because of the color
I
of
don't
our
believe
goddamn
that.
skin. But look, it's okay for a black man to go out there and
Okay,
marry a
I
white man.
think we get on the topic here. I think we got on another topic.
I just believe that with you. I'm talking about you.
No, we not
talk
talking
about me,
with
bro.
Oh,
Dante.
okay,
No, let's
okay.
get
Okay, then I'm talking about all
You're on
black
the wrong
men.
topic, boo. Let's take Dominique's mic. She's on the wrong topic.
You ain't talking about me, bro.
No, we're not
All
talking
black
about Dante.
men,
We're talking
I
about
believe
dating
black
in
men
general.
need.
Dating
No.
in your generation.
I believe that with our generation, I do believe like with women. Let me just talk about.
Just stay in your lane.
Okay,
Yes, your lane.
with women, where I'm at now, not before. We're gonna go back now. Divorcee Dominique.
Okay.
Okay. Divorcee Dominique. The reason why dating sucks for us is because we trying to get a bag. Simple.
So your mindset
Like
is
we not about to be with no man that can't bring nothing to the table. Yeah, it gotta be more than just.
But wait a minute. Do you think that in your generation that you can't find many quality young men at your age?
No, we cannot, because everybody's trying to be a rapper, play a sport, open up a cannabis business.
So you saying because
not all of us.
They trying to, but that should be a good thing if they trying to do something with themselves.
I don't think everybody should be a rapper, bro. No.
Okay, that's just one job. I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there working at Lowe's, somebody working, somebody at the bank.
Look at her face. Look at her face. No, look at her face when you said Lowe's. You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is, Mom? You know what the problem is, Mom? You said Lowe's, you saw her face scrunched up. He ain't making enough money for her.
Yeah, I just believe if you want to be with
nobody wants
a strong woman, because now women is the way women thinking is like we hustling by ourselves, we getting it by ourselves. So we feel like if we gonna be with a man, period, you gotta bring at least what I'm bringing or more. Period. You cannot bring anything below me. No.
And I think that's a mentality that you might have taken from me.
Yes, ma'am.
110%.
From our generation, that might be something.
But now divorcee Dominique knows that love does not have a cause. Love does not have a look. Love. I
don't know about that one.
Action word.
It is.
Love is
right.
It's something you have to show. So I don't believe. I be joking or whatever. I mean, maybe a little bit, but like I would like for you to have. I want you to have the bag, and I want you to.
But
and I want you to love. Period.
But I mean, that's what I want for my sister. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the rest of them. Dude, whoever date my sister, they need to be bringing something to the table.
I
Okay?
don't want to know what you think about somebody dating your sister.
But
I want to know what
okay,
you think about
but
dating
listen,
in your
We
generation.
don't worry
all right,
about other people, baby.
because I
They
don't.
ain't
But
our
listen,
problem.
I
That's
don't.
because he
But
got to
if you
be
want
a
me,
datee. How does,
but if you,
do you
but if you want me,
find,
if you
like,
want me
is it
to,
hard to
if you want
find
me to,
substantial women at
it,
25?
at
Like,
my age,
yes.
okay, at my age for a man, it is hard. It's harder
And
than it
what
Yeah,
makes
was.
it hard?
dating is
It
hard.
was
Dating is
it
hard.
was it
Dating
was
is
harder
hard.
back in the. I wish I found a high school sweetheart with me going through what I'm going through now, but
You
because
did.
I
But
did
we ain't
not.
gonna go
Dominique,
there.
Shut up.
we're going to
Because
turn your mic off in a minute, Dominique.
yeah, because I did not. Even the girl that she think I was my high school sweetheart, they up right now. So we ain't even gonna talk about that. But I think it's harder now for us men at my age because it's nothing like I tell y'all. What I tell y'all, it's nothing wrong with a woman having a kid because at this generation, so many women at our age are single parents,
Right.
which is messed up on our us as men as us as men's part. It's messed up because why are these women this young and they're single parents? Why are you not
Because
there to take?
our generation
Ah,
men
Bye.
aren't.
I'm going to turn your mic off.
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, I mean, a lot of our like she's probably gonna say a lot of our generation man are they're not they ain't like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a
No, I
stay.
wasn't gonna say
I'm
that.
like a lot of them don't like they have kids and then like they think like oh just because I pay this I pay that I'm there, but that's
Right.
not what makes you there. You know what I'm saying? You're not
Right.
there emotionally for that kid. Like what Dominique was saying, they're not. Some of us just haven't
I just
learned to
think
be
some
emotionally.
men they do it like, oh, I love you, or this, or that. Then when it gets real,
Yeah.
then that's when they push away. I
Mhm.
don't believe some in our generation, like some people just aren't ready for real life.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
it's fun going to the club, it's fun getting drunk, it's fun getting high, and then waking up and going to work. That was fun for me and my homegirls back in the day. But now,
it's not.
we got
That shit ain't
kids,
fun.
we got bills. Like
Right.
we realize now, like maybe the guys that we was with was not the right
Yeah.
guys. Like maybe we
Right.
should have
Right.
been looking for, the guys that wanted to do good. Those guys we was like, you lame. Then
Right.
we was with the dudes that wanted to go to the club, wanted to do that, and then now we in these situations that we in, like we raising kids by ourselves because we went for what was fun, not for
Right.
what it took
Of
care of us and
substance.
took
Yeah.
care of our children. We didn't go for that, and I believe that's why dating is so hard. I believe dating is hard in every generation.
You're right. For the
Every
same
single
thing.
generation is
For the
hard
same
because
things.
because
For the
I
same
believe that
reason.
somebody just people sometimes aren't ready to grow up.
Mm-hmm.
That I just that's just what it is. Some people aren't ready to grow. I believe if me and Josh never had kids, we probably would still be together today because I believe that he was not ready for the responsibility. He
Mm-hmm.
do what he got to do now, yeah, because she here.
Mm-hmm.
But before, yeah, I believe that we both was extremely scared. We did not know what to do. Like it was cute, but then when shit got real, it got real.
But it's so crazy that you say that you believe that dating, the problems in dating is throughout all generations. And it's
Yes,
crazy how that didn't change, but there
yes.
are other areas that we got better in or we got worse in. But that
Because I believe men, like I just believe men look at it like they want it to be like the old days
right.
where they get a woman that is a mute. We just cooking and cleaning, but y'all want us to cook, clean, have babies, and go to work and help you with the bills and do this and that and third. Either you want me to help you with these bills or you want me to raise this, take care of this household. It's one or the other. It's not gonna be both. And if it's gonna be both, we need to figure out what works for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now you get men who want you to go 50-50 on everything. And I believe you want me to go 50-50 on everything, then 50-50 is 50-50, which means when you come home after a long day of work, you need to be cooking dinner as well, helping me with these kids. And that's just what I believe. Like, men want it the old ways, but they don't. The old ways was we stayed home, you paid the bills,
Mm-hmm.
you paid for hair, nails, X, Y, and Z. So if you want it the old way, it's gonna be the old way. But if you want it the new way, then the new way is men is helping out just as much as the woman is. Period.
What's your take, son? Hello, son.
That's That's his taste. Look at his taste. He wanted the old way.
No.
Always.
I don't want. Trust me. I'd be damned if I had to goddamn come home and goddamn. I don't want that. I don't want my woman just sitting at the crib. Like that's just gonna annoy the hell out of me because that means you're gonna be
Oh, that
spending
ain't
the
gonna
money
happen
that.
because you won't
No, son, no. What she's saying is like what
She's.
we're asking you is what is your take? What is the type of woman that you want, but you feel like you can't find that woman of substance in your generation, and why?
I
Was
mean,
that
the
too
type
much
of
at one
I
time?
think you should be transparent
Yes,
because
we
the
think
type of
you should
yeah,
be transparent.
type of woman that I want is, I want a woman. I wouldn't say because I don't really want my woman to go 50-50. Like I don't really care about that. Like because I feel like as a man, like I should pay the bills. Like I should pay
Take the trash
fucking.
out, wash the
No, I
car.
said I should do stuff like that. Like I feel like that's as a man you should do that. Like cool, if you want to pay the Wi-Fi bill, that what? That's like $50, like whatever. You can pay that. I don't care. But like when it comes to providing, like putting a roof over your head, car for you to drive, food in the house, like I feel like that's a man's job. Do those type of things. You know what
But
I'm
what
saying?
if you get a wife that wants to build a career? That's
And
not the type that you
I'm
want.
not going. No, I'm not going to stop her from doing that.
where's your
Why would
car?
I stop you from? Because like I feel because like in the army, so
Why you
many
don't need
men in the
to
army that their wives just stay at home, and then you
because
could
what?
tell that they don't really like doing that because they want to do their own thing, and then that's when stuff starts to happen in their relationship. Relationship starts falling apart because she feels like she's following you, but she's not following her dreams. Like I want you to follow your dreams. I want you to do what you want to do in life. Because if you don't do what you want to do in life and you feel like you're following me, then you're gonna resent me
Right.
for obviously not letting you do what you do because you've been following me. You know what I'm saying? Like I want you to, follow your dreams, do what you want to do, go to school, go to college, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Do that.
Do you
You know what I'm
find
saying? But
that? Do you find that finding that type of woman is
I think
challenging in your generation?
I think it's not. I don't think dating is really challenging in my generation. I think it's only challenging as I am in the because like before I joined the army, I was cool. Like I was, talking to females was easy. But when I joined the army, the military men have this stigma. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? We
that
have
is
this
true.
we have this stigma. I mean, and I see it being in the military why they have this stigma. But you know what I'm saying? We have this stigma, and then it's just every last one of us is that stigma. No matter
Mhm.
if we show you we not, if we show you we different, it's always in the back of your mind that we this stigma. Because I'll talk to females and they be like, you know, like where you going? Why you going
Go
out?
piss
Like,
yourself
I mean,
there.
I still got friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna go out with my homies, like, cause like a lot of my last few relationships have been long
Go
distance.
piss yourself
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
I got you.
now I live in Hawaii, so it's like,
Right.
why you going out with your friends? What you doing when you go out? You talking out? It's like, bro. And then it's like when I'm not going out and I'm sitting in the crib, I'm irritated because I'm sitting in the crib and I can't do nothing because if I go out, you on my
You have
neck.
to
Like I'm
do it.
not doing you're not trusting me, you know what I'm saying? I don't think trust is a big thing in our generation when it comes to relationships. Well, for me. Like
Oh,
I feel like it's hard for females to trust me because of that stigma. When I show you that I'm not doing anything, but you still have that thing in the back of your mind that still eats at you because I'm in the military and I'm so far away. And then
right.
my job is so demanding where sometimes I don't be on my phone. If I'm at work and I'm busy, I don't be on my phone. My phone be in my pocket and I'll be working. Or if I'm in the field, I text, hey, what's up? See, I check on you, and then that's that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the field, I'm working. This is what I'm doing. This is what's bringing in the bread. This is what's gonna pay for our
Right.
bills. This is
Right.
gonna
Right.
do what we need to do. I'm not a, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a lot of females think I ignore them, but it's like I'm not ignoring you. I'm just working. Like,
And I think that goes back to a point that Dominique made about how our generation was the mental stigma of, seen and not heard. And with you guys, and how she said that so we were always taught to be seen and not heard. So we wasn't as emotionally connected to you all when you was coming up, so that created a lot of insecurities in you guys, and I think that's what that could possibly be contributed to. Unfortunately, for us, we just was doing what we were taught to do, and those were some of the ramifications of it, of our kids, especially our young ladies, coming up with that sense of insecurity. So yeah, I can totally get that. So yeah. All right. Well,
yeah.
this was fun. Do you guys have anything that you want to add, Miss Dominique? I know you do.
I just think that no one should be afraid of therapy.
Okay.
Therapy is good.
And I
And
think that is so awesome for you to say that,
yes,
Boo,
therapy
at
is
your
good.
age.
And
Yeah,
I
I think
know
that is awesome.
sometimes we always hear, "Oh, just go to church." Going
Yeah,
to
no,
church
you need more
is
than God.
good,
Yeah,
and but
Yeah.
you need spiritual therapy, and you, you need therapy in all aspects of your life.
right.
Church
Yeah.
is someone that knows all your business and your friends don't even know. Have people to talk to. I am
Yeah.
thankful for my therapist. I am thankful for the people in my life
So are we.
because
We're thankful for your therapist too. Yes.
because if it wasn't for really if it wasn't for my therapist and Bianca, I probably would have lost my mind.
You're right, Boo.
So
You're
You
right.
almost
it
did, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, no,
I'm
I think
telling
she's
you,
on the road to redemption now, Dante.
Yeah. She
hallelujah,
she good now.
hallelujah.
Yeah, but she's right though.
Don't be
Especially,
afraid
yeah,
to go to
especially so
therapy,
many young women. Do not be
and for
afraid to
men,
reach out.
Yeah,
women
I'm
and
not
Young,
just
men,
for young men
everybody.
definitely for
too.
yeah.
It is okay to go to therapy, and it is okay to say that you are not okay. It is okay
Yeah,
to be your true self. Be you, because no, you make you. Nobody else around you makes you. Be comfortable in your skin and love you for you.
okay. All right. I know I said this was the last thing, but Dominique and Dante, you can chime in. What do you think we as parents can do differently to help our children, adult children that are struggling mentally and say they, step out and they go get help and then they feel like they want to come to,
Listen.
to the
Just
parents?
listen.
What would you say
Yes.
to
Listen.
the parents
I
too?
Listen.
believe that when your kids become of age,
Hmm.
you should start trying to still
Listen.
be their parent, but be their friend. And
Listen. You
listen.
got
Don't
listen.
always be mommy, mommy, daddy, daddy,
Yeah.
tough and
You
on them.
gotta know
When
how to
your
hit that
children
switch.
become of age, be their friend. It is okay to be your child's friend with boundaries.
Hmm.
Because we don't want to call y'all and tell y'all something and get the mommy and daddy talk. It's okay for the mommy and daddy talk, but sometimes all we want is y'all to listen and be there. So it's okay to be your child's friend with boundaries.
Right. And
Your
for the
your
record,
child's
I
best
have I
friend.
for the record, I have mastered this. I know how to listen.
Yes, you're doing better,
I
mother.
know.
You're
I'm
doing
so
you're
proud
doing
of myself.
you're
I'm so
doing
doing
better.
better.
You're
You're
Yes.
doing
doing
better.
better.
Woo,
But it's
woo.
okay to be your child's friend with boundaries. Your child's best friend should always be their parent.
Mhm.
Be your child's friend. And be your child's friend and not call your friend and say, "Girl, let me tell you about your niece or nephew."
Yeah. With your with
Be
your with your
I
kids
mean,
though.
there.
sometimes you gotta let it out.
No.
No, girl, you better let out the
No.
notebook. You better
You
get a
gotta let it out.
therapist.
Be like these.
Get a therapist,
But that's
baby.
all right. You can do that when you have good aunties and good uncles that have them children's back, though.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Thank you. Well, you guys, this is coming to an end with my favorite
Damn.
millennials. As you can see, we probably could have talked all night long when my son was paying attention and not looking at the TV, but nonetheless, he contributed greatly, and I really
You're
appreciate him
not going to the store.
taking time out of his day to spend time with me on my podcast. And just the two of them just opening up to the world and opening up to allow their true authentic selves to come out, because life is not easy for any of these generations, and just to see them be so honest and transparent about some of the things that were hard for them and some of the things that they felt like we as parents unknowingly created in their lives, and how like my daughter, she's a parent now, so she wants to change those things with my granddaughter. So and then to see the things that they notice, because they're closer with the Z's than we are, unless we're a parent of a Z. They're closer. They're having to spend more time with those people than with that generation than we are. So to see these things and to acknowledge these things, I think this was an awesome dialogue. And I think this was the most relevant conversation out the battle of the eras, because we're talking about the now, not the then. See, X and boomers, we're the then. Millennials and Z's, they're the now. They're the now. So let's focus on the now, making the now better than what happened back then. So I think this was an awesome dialogue. I don't know, millennials, y'all might win this battle. I'm just saying, but we still got to talk with the Z's to see how that goes. But
Them youngins ain't gonna know what to say. What? They don't know.
I just want
They
to know
don't
who
even.
are you about to have?
Yeah,
it's gonna be a surprise.
they don't know
So,
nothing about. They don't know nothing about life. They call them mama and daddy still for everything. They
oh,
don't know
you
nothing
and
about life.
you call your mama and your
I'm
mama.
about to say, boy, we still call mommy for
Yeah.
oh.
But I just want to thank my kids for being a part of my podcast and
I
support.
only call mama when I want some.
Oh, Jesus. And
Boy, bye.
supporting me
Don't sit on this cap.
just being amazing. Would y'all shut up? And just being amazing kids, because they really are, and they really make me proud. And yeah, and just thanking God for this opportunity and this
Just wear the
platform,
outfit, baby.
giving
Wear the
me
outfit.
the ability to walk into my purpose. And I want to thank the Brass Mill podcast, my family, for allowing me the opportunity to just get my voice out, to be able to move in my purpose. My family, I appreciate them so much. And you guys, I finally made it to over 100 subscribers. So hats off to all my subscribers and all my supporters. I really appreciate you. I am now on Anchor. I am in Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. You can find me out there, Spotify. Anytime you want to go back, YouTube, you can go back and hear me or recommend a friend. So next week is going to be our last battle, and it's going to be Generation Z. So we're going to see what the Generation Zs have to say. What did she say they were? Z's or something like that. Well, whatever. But we're going to see what they have to add to the story and what they have to add to the battle here, and see what we can do. My biggest thing about doing this was so we can all see how everybody beyond us is feeling, really, because those beyond us are really going to be the ones who is building the future. And so we want to do what we need to do as parents, grandparents, do what we need to do to support them to have a better way, especially within our community. So thank you all. I love you. God bless. And as always, smoochie.